Our final inductee will be the recipient of our Legacy Award, Betsy Rawls. Now, Betsy is not in attendance today, but here is her incredible story and a special message for everyone gathered here today.
She grew up in central Texas Hill Country, a town named Burnett, whose wide central square seemed to brush back the scrub oak and the cattle ranches. Here in the 30s, here at home with her brother Bob, a young girl found herself with the setting and the family to nurture dreams. The fulfillment of those dreams turned out to be even greater than one could have predicted, for few have brought more to the game of golf than Betsy Rawls. She didn't learn the game until she was 17, introduced to it by her father, taught it by a man who would long serve her as coach and friend, Harvey Penick.
She practiced when she needed it, or when she was young, she practiced a whole lot. She had a poor grip to start with, and we had gradually over years, gradually pull it up. You don't have to be smart to swing that club. And sometimes the dumbest ones have the best swing and best golf shots. That power of concentration that she had, along with that, really helped.
Learning seemed to come easily to Betsy. Before she was out of college, she had already won back-to-back Texas amateurs. Practical, smart, accomplished, she graduated from the University of Texas as a Phi Beta Kappa. But golf she loved. So in 1951, she joined the staff of Wilson Sporting Goods and went on tour. Betsy Rawls turned her talent into a career. She never looked back. As a rookie, she won the U.S. Open, finishing 5 strokes ahead of Louise Suggs, and put her signature on the LPGA's Articles of Incorporation. The following year, she captured an astounding 6 titles, including the Western Open. And in 1953, she won her second U.S. Open, this time beating Jackie Pung in a playoff. Throughout the 1950s, Betsy Rawls competed against the best in women's golf: Zaharias, Berg, Suggs, Wright. And as a byproduct of their very competition, they brought the ladies' golf tour into a new era. Larger purses, much-needed recognition and sponsorship, and a level of skill at the game hitherto unseen in women's golf. They began to pry open the floodgates for all women's athletics. And few were as dedicated or as outstanding as Betsy Rawls. Win after win displayed her shot-making, her wizardry around the greens, her unparalleled scoring ability. These were the traits that hallmarked her game. As incredible now as it seemed then, she rang up a record for the time 10 victories in 1959 and was awarded the Vare Trophy. Not the longest hitter on the tour, Betsy's understanding of the game, the way she thought out each hole, was unmatched in her time. There has never been a better strategist. In 1960, she won her 4th U.S. Women's Open, and at 32 became the 5th member of the LPGA Hall of Fame. But week to week, year to year, as she crisscrossed the country claiming title after title, something else was happening as well. As Betsy Rawls seemed to grow, so did the tour. In 1975, after 8 majors and 55 tournament wins, 3rd most all time, she retired and began a 6-year tenure as the LPGA's tournament director. Corporate involvement accelerated, purses grew, telecasts proliferated, and a steady increase of players continued. And Rawls deserves much of the credit. As tournament director, her unflagging energy, tireless good humor and patience produced results. But most of all, she kept the integrity of the game intact. She knew the game inside and out and was chosen as the first woman to serve on the Rules Committee of the U.S. Men's Open. She took her experience to the McDonald's Championship and, serving as its executive director since 1981, has made the tournament distinctly her own, one of the tour's most successful. To anyone who knows her, it's no surprise at all, because for nearly 25 years on the tour, Betsy Rawls had done more than just win tournaments. She had won admiration, she had won respect, she had won friends, she had won us. Nearly 40 years of achievements cannot exhaust Betsy's vigor, her youth, who she is. Maybe the key lies in something Betsy herself once said in an interview some years back. Her father may have handed her her first golf club, but in speaking about her mother in that interview, Betsy remarked, "She always wanted me to do whatever I wanted to, and I still am." That's Betsy doing it her way.
I'm delighted to be here, to be able to speak to you today and to express my appreciation for having been selected for induction into the UT Women's Athletics Hall of Honor. I'm speaking from the DuPont Country Club in Wilmington, Delaware, where I live. And a tournament office for the McDonald's LPGA Championship, with which I've been involved for 22 years, is right across the road. And it's a beautiful, beautiful day. This is really a wonderful honor that I am receiving. It's very, very special to me, and I will always treasure it. I'd like to thank particularly Chris Plonsky and my good friend Pat Weiss, who was coach of the UT women's golf team for many, many years. I thank them for their patience and their involvement in making this happen. It's really nice for me, and it was a wonderful surprise. I have always had a soft spot in my heart for the University of Texas. I thoroughly enjoyed my days there and have taken great pride over the years in having gone to such a great university. There are a lot of you out there, I'm sure today, who are student athletes, and I'd just like to let you know that you're among the luckiest people that I've ever known, to be able to go to school, get a great education from there, and to play a sport that you really love. I didn't have that opportunity because there were no intercollegiate sports for women when I was in the university. So I know what I missed, and I feel very happy that you all are being able to experience that. A word of advice, if I may, to you all. Be sure that you concentrate on your studies as much as you do on those games that you're playing. I know that if you go to college and you work hard on academics, that when you do get out and go on in your sport, perhaps as a professional or to another level, you'll be better prepared. Working in school makes you better able to concentrate, to focus when you get out. It makes you more of a mature person, and it certainly makes you more disciplined. And believe me, when you go on in your sport, that will certainly enhance your performance. It's a pleasure talking with you, and good luck to all of you. And thank you for letting me share this wonderful, wonderful honor with you.
It's with much pleasure and honor that I accept this for Betsy.